everyone, it's Simon Keeling here, Friday 28th of February. Thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. A rapid reminder for you that we're kept free of charge because you keep on coming back and using the site. It means that we can put more adverts in front of you and we get more sponsorship for the site, which means that we can add more charts and things to it all the time. So thank you for doing that. Okay, it's long range forecast time because of course it's Friday and we regularly take a look at how the long range models shape up on a Friday. We got the latest from the Japanese Met Agency output at the moment. Now, this is the forecast for week one. So this is taking us from today up to next Friday. So this has taken us up to the 7th of March. And you've got to turn your head around. These are upside down today. Sorry, didn't have time to turn them around. But the UK is just underneath here. You can see Ireland just sticking out there underneath this chart. Now, what this is showing us is that for next week, still got the jet stream look blowing quite strongly here from off the Atlantic, but it's these orange colours down here that we're interested in because that indicates pressure gradually building, and that's what's going to happen down towards the south of the country. Now, into week two, this is where things become more interesting. So this is from the 8th through to the 15th, actually it's through to the 14th of March. And again, got to twist your head around. There's the outline of Spain and Portugal, okay, just so you can see that. And there is the UK sticking underneath there. So what this is showing is lower than normal heights look out towards the west, but higher than normal heights towards the east and the south. So we've got a trough here coming off the eastern coast of the States and through the Atlantic, but the jet stream is much further north, and we've got a ridge of high pressure building in here through the southern part of the state of the UK. So basically what that's hinting at is drier conditions during this period. It's building in this high pressure from the south, and for most of us that would be drier. Would still be some rain probably through Scotland, particularly western parts of Scotland. For much of the UK it's drier, and this is what it means in terms of temperature. So this is the temperature forecasts for the same period. So once again, this is taking us through from the, oh goodness me, that's a bit big, isn't it? Let's just reduce the size of that down for you. There we go. So this is taking us from the, where did I say? Yeah, from the 8th through to the 14th. And of course, if we have a look at the UK there, you see in the yellow colours, and we are above normal. We're kind of at 1.5, 2.5 degrees above normal during this period, getting into the middle part of March. Then the week 3 and 4 forecast. So this one is taking us from the, when would this be? This is from the 15th of March and taking us right the way forwards to the 28th of March. So taking us through to the end of the month. Again, got to turn our head round, but the UK is just underneath here. And what this one shows is, look, still, we've got the trough across the eastern states, we've got the jet across the Atlantic here, but north of the UK, so looking like western and northern Scotland, still in those outbreaks of rain, but that ridge is still to the south. Now, this isn't an area of high pressure built over us. It's basically at higher pressure down towards the southern half of the UK. So it's drier weather down to the south, and it all points to this idea of a milder month ahead, and a dry one too, certainly much drier than we've seen through the winter months. Here's the temperature forecast again for the same period. So once again from the 15th through to the 28th, and very interesting to see this as well, showing temperatures here, look, above normal for the time of the year, so keeping it very mild through this period too. Now, there's no point really trying to show you the CFS. It's thrown a bit of a wobbly over the last couple of days. I'll show you why. Look, this is the week 1 precipitation forecast, and it basically shows damp conditions, which is what we're going to see. But if we go into week 2, it basically keeps them there as well. Week 3 tries to do exactly the same thing, and week 4, same again. It's not until the beginning of April that it tries to bring higher pressure in. Look, there we are heading into the early part of April. So it's not until then that it tries to bring high pressure in. I think the big problem really with the CFS at the moment is it's had a few days of dodgy runs, and it takes time for those to get out of the system. But I'm going to go with the idea of the high building in as shown on the Japanese models here, because I think that's the way that the numerical models are going at the moment, and it looks to provide the most sensible solution. And if we just look at the forecast from various different models, this is for the 10th of March, so this is for 10 days time, so this is for a week on Monday. But it's just interesting to see, this is the ECMWF. Look, it has high pressure here off towards the east of the country. If we just compare that with the Canadian, same again, look, high pressure centred this time, yeah, just southwest of the country, but the idea is that that ridge is still there. And then if we look at the GFS ensemble, which takes some of the same equations and modelling that goes into the CFS, so it should be quite similar, that also is showing high pressure here centred to the south of the UK. And I think this is basically the pattern we're going to see. This ridge comes in, we get a westerly flow. It's a moist to southwesterly flow for northern and western parts of Scotland and the west of Ireland, bringing outbreaks of rain there, but for most of us it's generally dry, and I think that's the flow that really is going to dominate through most of the month of March. So it does look as if things are improving. It looks as if this milder weather is going to be on its way, and certainly we've had a mild winter and a very wet winter too. Wettest since 1766 across England and Wales, and 1766 was when the records started for the England and Wales precipitation series. So certainly has been a mild and wet one. Looks like the mildness continues into March, but I think it is going to be a drier month overall. So I'll leave you with that for now, but thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. Please do tell your friends about us, spread the word about the forecast. We want you all to be evangelists out there about weatherweb.net, so please do spread the word. Don't forget you can follow us for the latest updates on Twitter at WXWeb. But for now, thanks for watching. Whatever you're doing, have a great day and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.